Hello there.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We are here for a debut teams match, although, as I normally say, not quite a debut because we got 4 returning players. Although, am I stupid? Has Dylan played teams before in Fandom? I don't know. Yes, he has. He has to have. I don't know. Anyway, we got 4 people here. They're all very good at this. We got Escape from Melee, Matthew Chen, Dylan Van Thine going up against Posse Galore, Igor Kosick, Joe Farrelly. That's right. That Joe Farrelly. He has a new teammate. He's teaming up with Igor. Still can't find someone in the U.S. to be on his team, so that's fine. But they're going up against Matthew and Dylan in Escape from Melee, and I'm looking forward to this. I think all 4 players are people that, you know, have had varied success in fandom and in trivia in general. So I think all players are very good. Joe, obviously, the card that everyone's talking about, being former teams and singles champion, is now here with a new teammate. What does that bring to the table? I don't know. But Matthew and Dylan, I don't think anyone should underestimate them. I think that's actually a great pairing. Thinking about it when they signed up, I was like, that's actually great. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's see what happens. Go talk to them right now in the promos.
Well, this is exciting.
Very much so.
I'm looking forward to this. You know how in the Edgar Wright movies that Nick Frost and Simon Pegg have a conversation that spells out like the whole movie? I think that's what Last One Standing was. The whole of the fandom roster falls by the wayside, and by the end of the day, us 2 are the only ones left standing.
It's going to be a glorious journey ahead of us.
Like Fuse.
Like Fuse.
Matthew, hi.
Hi, Dylan. How are you?
I'm good. This should be a fun one. Look, Joe and Igor, I mean, we're already 1-0 against them after we absolutely destroyed them in the coin toss before this. So they're obviously playing just to be like tied with us. So yeah, pressure's all on them. Should be a fun match.
Exactly. Yeah. Should be a fun time.
Yeah, let's play.
I love it. Let's get into it, starting with round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If a player gets all 10 questions correct, they will receive a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and 1 challenge. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Just good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Go on, guys.
All right, guys. Your first question is in the category of Disney animation. Who leads Anna, Kristoff, and Sven to Elsa's ice palace in Frozen? Please pardon my that. I'm a wee bit under the weather is what I meant to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Matthew.
Olaf.
And Joe.
Olaf.
And Dylan.
Olaf.
And Igor.
Olaf.
Olaf is correct. 2-2. Your next question is in the category of criminal underworld. In John Wick Chapter 2, Santino wants John to kill which member of his family? We do not need any names, just how they're related. Good fucking movie. Probably my second favorite of the franchise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joe, let's go to you.
Whole franchise slaps. Sister.
I agree. And Dylan?
Sister?
And Igor?
His sister.
And Matthew?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I said cousin.
Sister is correct. So Posse will take the 1 lead. Your next question is in the category of creature features. What creature features film features one of the creatures being sedated and being put as an exhibit, only for it to die once there? Which creature features a creature? I fucking hate that. It's gonna happen all the time. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that is going to be the first repeat for Escape from Melee. What creature features film features one of the creatures being sedated and put as an exhibit, only for it to die once there?
Drink every time Tim says the word creature or feature.
Or yeah, right. Like that's what I'm saying. I just like I can't stand it, but I get it. It's like when Nick wanted me to call it sci-fi cons. I just like I can't get behind that. Like I get
it. Reminds me of that Simpsons one, the Byman Sci-Fi Con.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Dylan. Let's go to you.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Let's go to Igor.
And Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Let's go to Matthew.
I said The Lost World.
And Joe.
Jaws 3D.
Jaws 3D is correct. So 5-3 in favor of Posse. Joe is the only one who remained perfect. Your next question is in Law and Order. Who plays Roger Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon? This is one of those who plays Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon questions. I love me.
So Planet of the Apes isn't creature features, right?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Honestly, it was a really fair guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Danny Glover.
And Matthew.
Okay. Danny Glover.
And Joe.
Danny Glover.
And Dylan.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover is correct. Clean sweep, 7-5. Your next question is in the category of Star Trek. What specific type of alcohol does Bones give to Kirk for his birthday, prompting Kirk to state that it is illegal in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? This is one of those, what type of alcohols does Bones give to Kirk on his birthday questions? Nick hates me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going back up to Matthew.
I said whiskey.
Let's go to Joe.
Romulan Ale.
Dylan.
Romulan Ale.
And Igor.
Romulan Ale.
Romulan Ale is correct. Excuse me, my God. All right. Your next question is in the category of DC. What is the first name of Mr. Freeze's wife in Batman and Robin? I was once asked this question in a league that wasn't Fandom, and I went, I don't know, and then I said the correct answer. It was a pretty bad moment.
It's what we now refer to as the Britney.
Yeah, right. Yeah. 5, 4,
It's
3,
not annoying at all.
2, 1. Pens down. Hers is more like, I'm not sure. I don't think I got this. But let's go to Joe.
Nora.
And Dylan.
I said Jody.
Let's go to Igor.
Nora.
And Matthew.
I gotta shout out the Harley Quinn show, Nora.
Nora is correct. So I have 11-7 as we get into the next question in the category of the Wizarding World. What is the first of the Deathly Hallows that Harry is in possession of in a Wizarding World film? These movies are good. Big fan. Since childhood. Been a fan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. This will be interesting because I saw what Joe did and then I thought about it. Let's go to Dylan.
Isn't one of them a ring? I don't know.
Let's go to Igor.
Invisibility cloak.
And
Oh,
Matthew?
yeah.
I very quickly wrote Time Turner.
And Joe.
Invisibility cloak.
Invisibility cloak is correct, and I did see what you were thinking.
You can't tell if it's in there or not.
Correct. So
Yeah.
your
Wow.
next question is coming to you in the category of James Bond. How many films did Pierce Brosnan play James Bond? This is one of those guess a number questions. Or if you know the answer, write that down. Don't just guess a number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor
4.
and Matthew
4.
and Joe
4.
and Dylan. 4 is correct. So your next question is going to come to you in the category of Marvel. And your question is, name all 4 members of the Fantastic Four in 2005's Fantastic Four. We will take either their full real name or their superhero name. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Joe remains perfect. Give a little bit of extra time, asking for a lot of info. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Matthew, we're going to go to you.
I said Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm.
And Joe.
Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm.
And hating on Reed, I guess. Let's go to Dylan.
Said Mr. Fantastic, the Human Torch, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm.
Weird combos.
Yes.
And Igor.
Thing, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman.
We can accept all of those answers. So going into the final question, I have the score as 17-11 as we get into the final question of the round. It is in the category of mixed bag. And your question is, what fandom film features the fictional location Kahndaq? I believe Matthew is wearing a shirt with some sort of food on it. Maybe a flower? Oh, it's a flower.
Mhm.
Thought it might have been an apple or something at first. It appears to be just a petal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Joe for the perfect round.
Black Adam.
And Dylan.
I said Aquaman.
And Igor.
Mixed bag. Black Adam.
Ooh, what could it be? And Matthew.
Black Adam.
Black Adam is correct. So the score coming out of round number 1 is 19-12. But Joe did get the perfect round, so he gets a bonus question. So, Joe, your bonus question is as follows. You will get a little bit of extra time. Name 4 fandom movies from different categories with the word last in the title. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that is your first repeat. Name 4 fandom movies from different categories with the word last in the title.
Going to get Last Jedi and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
All right. Those are two of them. The other options that we had, there could be more. We didn't write all of them down. But the other ones that we had were Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, Raya and the Last Dragon, Transformers, The Last Night. So could be others out there. Question writer wrote, etc. So at the end of round number 1, we do have a Posse in the lead with 19-12. Anybody else who can score have that?
Yeah.
I have 19-12, yeah.
Great. All right. So we're going to get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again. But you have to keep whatever you spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece, unless you check the multiple choice. And then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in this round, so be on the lookout. Both teams have used 1 repeat apiece. So, any questions? Okay, the categories on the wheel today are Pixar, Mixed Bag, Horror Icons, DC, James Bond, YA, Star Wars, and Wizarding World. Posse Galore, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer to escape from melee?
1 missed each, Igor. I think we keep the momentum going.
Spin it.
Okay, so this is going to be the first spin for Posse Galore. It lands on DC.
Cool. It's one of the ones we said.
We'll do it.
Good place.
All right. Gentlemen, I'll be giving you your questions. Are you prepared?
Yep.
All right, your first question. Which DC film features a villain called Balloon Man?
It's, Teen Titans.
Teen Titans go to the movies. Yeah.
Teen Titans go to the movies. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen?
Billy Crudup.
Billy Crudup. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the first name of Clark's human father in Superman the movie?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Final answer.
That is correct. 2 points. Your fourth question. In Batman Returns, the boat that Penguin often rides in is shaped like what?
A duck.
A duck. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points.
If she weighs the same as a duck. Sorry, that's melee.
And your final question. In what Central American country did Vice President Stanton kill innocent villagers, which he is trying to cover up in the film Red?
I think it's Guatemala.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. Bogota came to mind, but that's Alexander Pierce in... So, yeah, I go with that.
I think that's the right answer, yeah.
Guatemala. Final answer.
That is correct. 2 more points.
Dude.
All right, so Posse Galore gets their total up to 29. We are going to bring back in the wheel. And as soon as my computer loads said wheel, we will... come on. Sorry,
We
guys.
see it.
I know you see it. I can't see it, though. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay, so your first spin is away.
Yes.
It lands on a
Right.
Sure.
I've got an opponent's choice 3 times in a row.
Oh, Matthew, I'm sorry. Igor, I know Matthew has been working on it, but it's probably the best chance for steals.
Bond. Yep.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
So, Escape from Melee, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of James Bond. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, your first question in the category of James Bond is as follows. Which Bond film features a henchman surviving a cable car crash and skydiving with a broken parachute?
Hmm. Do you have any idea?
No, not off the top of my head. I know that there's,
I'm
I
trying to
don't know,
think.
Spectre popped into my head, but now that sounds a little too ridiculous to be Inspector.
Do you
I think we
feel
should go
better about just going multiple choice and hope that the rest of the questions we can get onto?
2,
Multiple.
Yeah, let's go to multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Live and Let Die, B, The Spy Who Loved Me, C, Moonraker, or D, For Your Eyes Only.
It's The Spy Who Loved Me, maybe?
Could be. I'm not. I'm not.
Should we use a
confident.
repeat of the options here?
I didn't watch very many more, so it's just.
Okay.
I just feel like we just go with something.
5, 4, 3.
For Your Eyes Only, final answer.
That is incorrect. Posse Galore, chance for a 1 point.
Was that one of the
steal.
options?
Is it? Yes, it was.
Okay.
Is it A, Live and Let Die, B, The Spy Who Loved Me, C, Moonraker, or D, For Your Eyes Only?
Drop one back.
Moonraker.
Moonraker, final answer.
Okay.
Correct for 1 point.
Yeah, haven't seen that one yet, so. Two.
All right, Escape from Melee, your next question. Who plays Miss Moneypenny in No Time to Die?
Is that
that one?
Naomi
Yeah.
Harris? No, Naomi Harris.
Let's go with that. We both said
Yeah.
the same thing.
Naomi Harris, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What card game does Bond play against Xenia Onatop in GoldenEye?
GoldenEye,
Okay.
is it Jin? I know
Sorry, what?
one of them plays Jin Rummy, but I'm not sure if that's.
I remember that too. I thought that was in Goldfinger,
Well,
though,
that's
unless it was
Goldfinger.
the same.
Yeah, I haven't seen GoldenEye, so actually, if you
Let's see, we have 2 repeats. We need to shoot for 2.
Yeah.
So
2.
repeat.
repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. What card game does Bond play against Xenia Onatop in GoldenEye?
Do you?
The one that stuck out to me was Blackjack.
Okay, I feel like it's probably Blackjack because I think I was thinking of Goldfinger, and I haven't seen GoldenEye, so.
Yeah.
You
If
wanna
I
just
did just talk you out of the answer, I'm
No,
sorry.
I mean, I haven't seen this, so we
right.
just have to shoot for 2 here.
All right, we'll go with Blackjack, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Ah.
Posse Galore, chance for a 2 points.
Baccarat. Baccarat, final answer.
Never would have gotten that.
And your winners, Posse Galore. I do believe that is a knockout. As I talk to myself, telling myself why I believe that is. If they got the other 2 even for 2, it would be 18-32. So that's not happening at this point, catching up. But hey, man, couple things here. Really, really strong performance from Joe and Igor. Joe getting the perfect round, missing out on the bonus question, but Igor going 9 for 10. But hey, Matthew and Dylan played a good round 1. They complemented each other a lot in round number 1, which I think is big for a team. But obviously, when you get opponent's choice and your opponent sweeps the category and everything like that, it was just not in the cards for them today. Other thing being said, this is a 2-round knockout. The highest record for a 2-round match for a points record was tied between 3 teams. It was Some Like It Hoth, Wookiee Mistake, and Duel of the Fates. That was 29 points. This is 32 points. So Posse Galore just took the 2-round points record in teams for Fandom fights. So they don't have the overall record, obviously, but pretty insane stuff. So we are going to get into post-match interviews right now and talk to the teams right now. Escape from Melee. No way to sugarcoat it. Pretty rough. But I do stand by what I said. I think that in round number 1, you guys complemented each other very well. And had some really good hits that complemented each player. I think this is the making of a very good Fandom Fights team. Obviously, not fun to lose in round 2 by knockout. Don't even get to finish your questions, but you guys kind of knew it as soon as you hit James Bond. You were like, okay, well, all right, fine. So how are we feeling, and how do we feel about this as a team going forward?
I feel pretty good about it. I like how we played in round 1. We kind of had a feeling we were going to start out 0-1 when we found out who we were playing. So that's fine. It would have been cool to make it to round 3, but
Mhm.
hey, I think we showed some good potential there. Matthew?
Yeah, I agree. I think just, having to play Joe and Igor both very dominant in round 1, and then obviously swept round 2. So it's just it was really hard to come back. I'm not sure when this match comes out, so I don't know what I can say about the melee matches. But this is the 3rd time I've hit opponent's choice in a row, so that might be good luck for you, Tim. But I will say, I've just had some really tough luck with the wheel. So I hopefully in our next match we can get all the way to round 3.
Yes. But also, it must be said, now this opens the possibility for the rubber match between us 2 teams. Since we're now 1-1, I will say it only took us 1 round to beat him in the coin toss. So I think we still have the edge.
That's true. Guys, when you do come back, because we will be having you back, who do you want to go up against?
Who are some of the new teams that?
I don't know, like
License to Chill.
Ooh, you could play we could maybe make that happen. Let's see.
Let's do it.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, guys. Congrats on a great match. I know it wasn't the way that you wanted it to go, but I do think you guys played great. Looking forward to seeing what you do next. So thank you. Guys, that was disgusting. Thoughts?
Obviously, very happy. I think, 1 question missed each round 1. And then to get into round 2, this is what we needed, a good round 2. Good spin. Something that was certainly in our wheelhouses, just so that we could work on that collaboration. And being a new team, that's the one thing I think we weren't sure what was going to happen with that. So to be able to get a category that we could just go, this. It certainly benefited us. I'm really excited about this team. Watching Igor's sort of rookie season, for me, he was Rookie of the Year. I know it didn't go out that way in the awards, but for me, he was the Rookie of the Year. I thought he was phenomenal. Just that raw knowledge that you only see once in a while. I think last time we saw that was probably Brittany. That raw knowledge that just needs a little bit more, a few more matches, watch the movies a few more time, and he's gonna win a belt one day, whether with me or on his own. He's gonna win a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, great match. Obviously, tough luck on the wheel for Dylan and Matthew. I think they definitely had the skills to make it to round 3 if they had gotten something that was something a little bit more in their wheelhouse and not literally our strength that our team is named after. So, yeah, rough luck, but they'll bounce back. They'll be good. Yeah, definitely looking forward to teaming up with Joe. Learned a lot from Joe, just from him managing me last season. So it's definitely good to have someone in your corner who's such an accomplished veteran, accomplished champion. And yeah, it's good going forward. And let's see where this season takes us.
Yeah, I'm trying to look ahead to see where I can find. Okay, so you guys are going to be playing another match in Act 2, which I don't know that the title of has been announced yet, so I'm not going to do that. But you're going to be playing the winner of a match that happened a couple weeks ago, which the teams playing in that one were Thwip It and Hit It and Quidditch. So you are playing one of those teams. Those teams being Hit It and Quidditch is Jim Green and Brandon Cohen. Thwip It, Cameron Redshaw, and Payson Johnson. So you're going to be playing one of those teams. Thoughts?
Well, naturally, Thwip It being our sort of not faction, we don't do factions really anymore, but our faction mates. But yeah, like I said, I kind of still owe Jim Green a drink for the Daisy answer in Last One Standing. So there is that. So yeah, excited to play either way. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think Igor's
just a little bit. Yeah, either match should be fun. I played Jim before in multiple divisions, so another match with him will always be a good time. I've also played Brandon several times. And as far as Payson and Redshaw go, thank God it's not a melee match. That's all I'll say.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. Guys, great job. Look forward to seeing you back again. Thanks so much for being here. All right. Well, as I've said, that was a pretty crazy match. Thank you to Igor. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to Dylan. Thank you to Matthew. Thank you to Nick for writing the match behind the scenes. I have been Tim. We'll see you guys with another exciting Fandom match very soon. Until then, have a good one. Bye. myself on screen on accident. Whoopsies.